Hey guys, my name is Heavy Metal here, and welcome back to another Iron Man review. So I thought, hey, maybe I should talk about the MCU, especially the costumes. Now, yeah, I thought to myself, hey, maybe I should I want to talk to you, maybe I thought today, hey, maybe I should talk about Captain America. You guys are wondering, like, why are you talking about Captain America if... Why are you talking about Captain America if you're playing an Iron Man game? If you're talking about when you're playing Iron Man. So yeah, hey, I do like Iron Man, and I do like Iron Man as well. So yeah, I do like Iron Man, like I said, but I grew up of Captain America. So now I'm gonna be talking about the costumes, especially around the MCU. Now basically yeah, I'm gonna be talking about the costumes and all this stuff. You're wondering, like, the costumes they wore in the MCU in the movies. Yes, they did. I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna be talking about Captain America, because I know some things I know about Captain America. So yeah, I know some things about Iron Man as well. For example, Iron Man's name is Tony Stark. He was played by the legendary what's his name? Yeah, by the legendary Robert Downey Jr. I know what the name was. Yeah, I know what the name was. Yep, I know what the name was, but I forgot. Now, Iron Man's costume, I don't think it's gonna be kind of easy to find. Think about it too, because his costume is made out of metal.
Hi, I'm Tony.
Yeah, because his costume, I think it's made out of metal.
The guy who has it all. Well,
I'm gonna be talking about the other characters' costumes, but I'm gonna be talking about now. If you're gonna be finding Iron Man's costume, I'm gonna talk about Iron Man for a little bit. You're not gonna be able to find the exact same one. You're just gonna get the costume with You're just gonna get the fabric costume. You're not gonna get the actual full-size costume. Although I see some DIYs, people who did it, and I even seen people made the helmet. Yeah, I even seen people they made the helmet. Yep, I even seen people that they made the helmet. Like this right here.
Okay.
So
Mark III test flight. Starting with maneuvering thrusters.
So yeah, you're not gonna be able to find the exact same Iron Man costume. You're not gonna be able to find the exact same Iron Man costume. So
Good.
So yeah, basically
all right.
yeah, you're not gonna be able to find the exact same Iron Man costume like it is. Sony Interaction presents. Now, Sony did made the game. I mean, it's mostly Marvel that made the character by Stan Lee and all this stuff. Now, like I said, you're not gonna be able to find the exact same costume like the one that Robert Downey Jr. Wore. Like I said, because the suit that he wore, it's mostly metal and all that stuff. Marvel's Iron Man VR.
Opening targeting suite.
So, yeah, you're not going to be able to find the exact same costume as this one. So, yeah, like I said, you're not going to be able to find the exact same one. Unless you can go into some websites, which I'm going to talk about a little later. You are, unless... There is a website I could talk about. There's a website, it's called Etsy. Now Etsy is pretty good use for it's pretty good use for
Pepper, I have a lot of problems.
is a pretty good use of
armor. Do I need to stage an intervention?
finding the exact
Only
same
if I start
replica
wearing it to
costumes.
bed.
Where are you anyway?
Look out the window.
So
Oh, hi, handsome.
so yeah, basically
Looks like you made some upgrades.
so yeah, basically you might find the exact same one. You might, like I said, you might find the exact same one on Etsy, but they're not gonna be able to have it. Okay, so on to the next costume.
3 more targets.
Now, speaking of Captain America, this next one, this next one I'm gonna talk about. Now, Captain America was played by the legendary
2
Chris
more targets
Evans.
left.
You might not know who he is because he did play Captain America, but you guys might not know he was replaced by a different actor in the animated series of the Avengers and all this stuff. Of course, basically not everyone wants to be part of the animated series.
That's how it's done.
Like like Robert Downey Jr. didn't want to be want to be involved with
All right, time to fly.
didn't want to be involved in this game. I mean, it would have been cool. Yeah, it would have been cool to yeah, it would have been cool to have Robert Downey Jr. voice Iron Man in this game. Okay, I'm not used to playing
I should
this
have
game.
secret entrance down here.
I mean, I'm
it's
used
not a
to the other VR games, but I'm not used to playing the Iron Man.
Anyone for tennis?
Now,
No, you always win.
come
speaking,
on.
let's talk about Captain America. Now, now I do have a Captain America costume, but
Enjoying
it's
the
the
view?
Avengers Age of Ultron costume,
I'm not climbing
which
that.
that's kind of represent.
It'll be a dark
That's
day
kind
when
of
you carry me
close
around that
to.
thing.
That's kind of
What's next?
close to
Mind if I
the
watch?
actual
You
costume.
know I work better.
But you gotta know that the costume is made of fabric. So yeah, basically the Captain America costume is made of fabric, but you gotta know that the type of fabric that he uses isn't a type of fabric at all. Isn't not the type of fabric at all. So yeah, basically it's not the actual costume. But I mean, it is the actual costume, but like in the movies, it's not gonna be easy to find. Like I said,
think if I swap
unless
the DC
you
motor
can
for a solar power converter and apply quarter-inch
you
magnetic
can,
radiation seals to the boot thrusters,
like I said, the website I was talking about, this website, I mean, the website is known as
Should I be writing
Etsy.
this down?
I'm pretty sure you guys heard about Etsy.
Oh yeah. When's
Yeah,
your
I'm pretty sure
birthday?
you guys heard about Etsy.
I'm sorry, Pepper, you're
I mean, what is Etsy, you guys
Sounds
might
like you
ask?
need to reduce your BS
Etsy is an app or a website where mostly buyers can actually buy the actual costume from there as well. I'm not shouting out Etsy because I didn't buy anything from Etsy. Okay. So yeah, basically it is, you can't, like I said, you can't find the actual Iron Man costume because, like I said, because that Iron Man costume that they use in the movies, they actually use in the movies.
Warm up the jets. I want to punch something.
Yeah, guys. So
Fist rockets engaged.
yeah, basically, like I said, it's not the actual. You can't find the actual Iron Man costume. Like I said, the only way you can only get the actual Iron Man costume was by
Great shot.
what's it called? Was buying it from the Halloween store and
Wait,
basically making an actual Iron Man costume. But in reality, sometimes they do have the armor parts. They do have the actual Iron Man parts. Yeah, they do have the actual Iron Man parts. Why do I keep passing that by it?
Time to punch out.
So yeah, basically so yeah, guys, like I said, you can't find
Well done, Tony. Did you get what you needed?
you can't find the actual Iron Man costume. Hold on, I'm just pausing it real quick to I mean, I'm having some problem. I always have problems with what they're saying.
Are you gonna go again?
Maybe later.
So
Noodle on it some more.
yeah,
Sounds
basically,
good.
like I said, you can't
back here when you're
find
ready.
the actual
Because you
Iron
know
Man
we have
costume.
something
Like I said, because this right here is made of metal. So yeah, this is made of metal and all that stuff. But I mean, like I said, the only way you can only get an Iron Man costume was by yeah, the only way, like I said, the only way you can get an Iron Man costume was by going through the Halloween store. Was by going to the Halloween store and actually yeah, was buying the actual Iron Man costume from the Halloween store. Now, you will get some metal parts that they have, but you're not gonna get the full costume as well. Now, well, talking about Captain America, like I said, the only costume I only have was, of course, the Avengers Age of Ultron costume. Now, yeah, I only have the actual, yeah, I only have, the Avengers Age of Ultron costume. So yeah, basically, that's the only, costume I have. I mean, I would like to get a replica of that costume, but unfortunately I can't. Why? Because if you're gonna find that replica costume, I mean, here's how they did it as well. When they made the movies, like the Captain America movies, the Iron Man movies, and all those other movies, I mean, you gotta figure out how they did it, like how they draw out the costume back in those days.
With a gun to your head and a battery hooked to your heart really changes your
So,
outlook on things.
and that right there is kind of
My
a
days of
reference
making
to the first
weapons
one.
were over. I was proud of that.
Oh, that was
More
kind of
importantly,
reference to the first Iron Man as well.
Pepper was
That
proud of me.
started the MCU. Now, well, let's talk about the costumes and kind of getting off topic here. Now, basically, Iron Man does have the exact same did have the exact same costume, but which I wouldn't talk about. Which I would talk about is a costume. So, I mean, yeah, basically, which of course I wouldn't talk about it's in costume, but it's mostly armored costume.
Hey, Pepper.
So, so yeah, basically,
Please.
So, yeah, basically,
see you out of the armor. I was
so
afraid
yeah,
you'd
like I
fuse to
said,
your
it's not
skin.
actually an armor, it's just a costume.
I'm working on something like that.
Of course, so,
Oh, wait.
I mean, what I just picked, saying that the armor, is kind of,
It's worth more.
it's
if
kind of
I
like
sign it.
infusing
I forged your
on,
signature better than you do, Tony.
it's kind of fusing,
Capturing the moment. As of
into
today,
the skin,
Stark
but I don't
Industries
think it's
no
actually
longer
does
makes or
because
sells weapons
we
of
have
any
this
kind.
thing, the heart
Sounds
rate,
official coming from
on there. Have the
you seen
art
my
heart,
glasses?
the
Think you left them in the
I
living
forgot
room?
what it's called on his
I'm headed up
chest,
to the overlook. Grab your glasses and
but
meet me
basically
there.
what it does is that
We can just catch the sunset.
what it does is basically yeah, basically what it does is that
There they are.
yeah, basically what it does is it helps his heart not to get from the metal impales like did happen with the first one. So yeah, basically that's what it does, but I'm kind of getting off topic here.
Hey, Tony. Looks like you found him. I'm waiting
So-
for you at the overlook.
So yeah, basically I'm kind of good. Now, like I said, you can't find the exact same one.
Back up the past.
You can't find the exact same one. Yeah, you can't find, like I said, you can't find the exact same one. Yeah, like I said, you can't find the exact same one unless, like I said, unless you go on onto Etsy. Onto Etsy. Like I said, Etsy is a website. It's really good finding cosplay costumes.
Ah, the sounds of progress. New garage, new life.
So yeah, basically So yeah, basically
Stick to your guns. Sorry, Howard.
like I said, you can't find the exact same one unless you go onto Etsy. Unless you go onto Etsy and to find the exact same costume. I mean, take for example, like I said, the all three of the Captain America films have the costume. First off, the World War II. I wish I had a better equipment, but this is the only equipment I can only have. So he has the World War II costume, which of course kind of look like the original costume if you've seen the movie. The second costume is the World War II one, where she kind of did have the original the costume as well, but with the leather jacket and a German helmet and all that stuff. And eventually change into the more of the suit we are from now known today as well. And then basically in the sequel, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, he did have the original suit from the first one, but a little later. But when he was working for Shield, he kind of changed more into when you watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, basically he has that suit and then has the original I don't know what I'm doing, bro.
Candlelit dinner, Tony? You're full of surprises.
If you only knew.
No silverware?
So yeah, basically
We'll use our hands.
Ooh, tapas.
See.
So yeah, basically
To start, Palma de Fuego.
So, we're not having dinner.
So yeah, basically that's one.
What?
Huh, right on cue.
Stark Industries drones?
Combat drones. Last of them. The dragons.
All right, guys, I'm kind of
deserve a
not
worthy
talking to you
send-off.
because I kind of
If you're gonna blow stuff up, at least move away from the fine china.
So yeah, guys, I'm kind of getting on. So, and basically in the third Captain America movie,
Repulsor. Stark versus Stark.
in the third Captain America movie, which he kind of did have the original Age of Ultron
So what's on the
costume,
other plate?
but that changed because he had the A on the sides right here,
No.
but he took them off because of this guy right here with some. Because of this guy, because of this guy.
The gunsmith AI?
It's time
So-
the old Tony hung up his spurs.
So yeah, basically because of Iron Man and then during the events of Avengers of Infinity War, because then he removed the A and all that stuff,
Not a fan of my new
and that's why the Avengers disbanded as well.
Shield is hot for. Director
I mean, now the movie I'm talking about is Captain America: Civil War. Captain America: Civil War.
You're shutting me down. Early retirement.
So-
You've earned it.
So yeah, basically that was what I was talking about. Because like I said, during the events of
It's not your
Avengers:
fault.
Age of Ultron,
I made you
basically
commit weapons. Created you
yeah,
in my own
basically
image.
during like all the whole drama going on with
I wanna
the
change
suit.
that image.
I mean, with the Avengers,
change the
and then during the events of Endgame, I mean half of the characters,
trophy case
including
in the
Iron Man,
trash.
signed over
top
to the
shelf.
other
I'll
signed
take it
over
now.
to the
Suspended
characters we
animation,
know.
but with full internet privilege.
Basically, Captain America and his other crews didn't want that, so basically they got into a
Guess I'll take up
fight.
surfing.
Like I said, Captain America: Civil War.
You cool?
So yeah, basically
Me? Of course I'm cool.
so yeah, basically basically due to all
Well,
that, the
let's
Avengers
get to it,
disbanded,
boss.
and that's why we
Life of leisure
get
awaits.
the events of Infinity War
See
for
you on the
separate.
other side.
So yeah, basically that's what it is. Now looking at the MCU costumes, I mean the Avengers costume.
That wasn't easy.
So
I'll take him.
yeah, basically due to that. Now basically looking at the
He was
event,
good at what he did.
I wish I had more detail.
he
Wish
did
I had
wasn't
better
good.
equipment. Which sometime in the future I will upgrade to a different which I will remake some of the videos with images and all that stuff.
Need another cruise missile or smart bomb.
So yeah, basically so I have better
The world
equipment.
needs you, Tony.
So yeah,
The
basically.
world needs
Now you're wondering like, why come he doesn't look like Robert Downey Jr.? Well, that's because, like I said, that's because some when they're making Marvel games as well, some specific actors didn't want to be involved. They want to just do their own movie stance as well. For example, like Captain America, the First Avenger. I mean, the game as well. I think it was released the same year as the movie came out. Yeah, I think it was the same year that the movie came out as well. So yeah, basically, it's the same year that the movie came out, I believe. I'm not sure. Now, we did have some Iron Man games in the past. But we did have some Hulk games in the past. As a matter of fact, we did have some of all the games in the past. We did have some of the characters in games in the past, including today, which is Iron Man VR. Okay,
Strange.
So, yeah, like I said, finding the exact same costume for Captain America, and basically finding the exact same Iron Man's costume, and like I said, you're not gonna be able to find this costume. Unless you go into Etsy.
Morning, sir. May I get you something?
Friday. You seen Pepper?
So yeah, basically that's what.
She's putting out a fire.
So yeah, basically I don't know. So like I said, I mean, for example, Spider-Man as well.
Something about your surprise.
For example, Spider-Man. I seen some people. I seen some people made the actual Spider-Man costume. So yeah, I seen some people, they made the actual Spider-Man costume.
I'm gonna kill you.
So
I'm your assistant, Tony. You need to warn me before you do stuff like this.
You're not my assistant.
So yeah, basically that's what it is. So when you're making the So yeah, like I said, there are some people that made the actual Spider-Man costume.
Right. I mean, I'm usually right.
Tony.
So yeah, basically. So you're wondering like, how do you actually make the costume? Like I said, if you want to buy a mage, I recommend going on Etsy. So the only way you can make the Spider-Man costume, or unless you want to make the Captain America costume, I recommend you go onto Pinterest. Pinterest is a good, useful ideas. It is good, useful ideas.
Friday, who taught you how to fly?
You did, sir. Unfortunately, I'm not in control right now. Someone has taken.
So yeah, basically, that's like I said. Go onto Pinterest if you can't. If you're not, if you don't want to use Etsy,
we don't make
or less like I said. So yeah, basically, I recommend going to Pinterest.
Hello, Stark.
So.
Do I know you?
I'm just a ghost from your past.
So yeah, basically that's what it is.
Tony, look!
Incoming!
Oh, so.
Time to die.
So yeah, basically, like I said.
Tony!
So. Oh, the briefcase.
Your airline just lost my luggage.
Then file a complaint when we land.
Override my safety belt. Pepper,
I know! Just come back in one piece!
Alright, so, like I said, you just go to Pinterest, and you're good to go. Anyway, guys, so that's the best explanation I can have for this episode. I mean, I wish I had better explanation. As a matter of fact, I wish I had better equipment for this, but this is the only equipment I have. But yeah, guys, so have fun looking for your costume as well. Anyway, guys, so that's all I got you for today's topic. If you really like my content, please hit the subscribe button and turn the notifications on. Until then, guys, my name's Heavy Metal, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Alright, guys, peace out. Alright, guys, goodbye.